What is up, everybody? How's everyone doing out there today? Welcome back to Wildcat MTG. And today, we are going to take a look at good old Modern Horizons 1. So the story goes, last month I did a box opening for the patrons. We did a box break, and it was really fun. A lot of fun to open. And honestly, as I was doing it, I just kind of got super jealous because I was like, man, I want to open some Modern Horizons 1 as well. So today we're going to do just that. I decided to get another box. I wanted to open one. This one for me. Hopefully we pull some fun stuff out of here. We'll talk a little bit about the pricing on this product. It's a product that I think still is going to age pretty well over time. With that being said, why don't we go ahead and dive on in and let's crack some packs. So as of the filming of this video, one of the things I will say about this particular product is that the prices on the sealed have come way, way down. Largely on the back of reprints. A lot of the best cards from this set have been reprinted, right? So we recently saw a reprint of Force of Negation and Renin 6, plus something else. Urza? Well, Urza was in DMR. Force of Negation and Renin 6 in Double Masters 2022. Seasoned Pyromancer at Double Masters 2022. So yeah, a lot of like the I don't know, quote unquote best cards, previously most valuable. Yawgmoth also in Dominaria Remastered. So a lot of the cards, you know, a lot of the cards that saw heavy play that were really sought after have seen a reprint recently. There's no way these columns are even. That's okay. But that doesn't mean that I don't think the product is good, but it has bought the price of the sealed boxes down considerably. I think as of right now, these boxes are sitting between right around 250. I would say plus or minus, but right around 250, which is way down from where they were. That's because the singles have come way down. But there is still a few things in here that have not been reprinted, and even some of the stuff that has been printed, I'm fine with getting extra copies of, honestly. Treetop Ambusher, nice little foil common there. Force of Rage as our first rare of the box. Hopefully that is not the only force that we get, and hopefully we see a couple of the others. Throes of Chaos, Talisman of Creativity, some really good playable uncommons in here. Actually commons as well. So I still think that it's a set that is going to be fun to open, a set that is going to, you know, I don't mind having a few of these and riding the wave and sitting on a few of these sealed long term, really. I'll be honest, this is the first one of these I've opened on the channel for myself in a really long time. And there was a possibility where I just decided I was never going to open one of these again. And that's because the first one of these I opened was absolutely insane. Let's see here. Next rare mythic is a Pashalik Mons. Also seen a reprint recently. I think this was in Dominaria Remastered. I don't know why I put the Force up there. That's definitely not going up there. Nantuko Cultivator, Squirrel Nest, Valiant Changeling. I love the presence of Changelings in this set. Kind of brought some Changelings into the forefront as far as like Lava Dart, good common. Brought some Changelings into the forefront as cards that we can play with and enjoy in various ways. I was talking about the first box opening I did, so you don't have to go. I'm not going to go make you look at it or whatever. I'll just give you the spoiler away. If you want to go check it out, great. But the too long didn't read of this is that pack one of the very first boxes I ever opened on channel was a foil Renin 6, and that was way before the reprint, so it was still like a $300+ card. Hey, on thin ice, kind of a good card. Probably not like super valuable, but it might actually be a couple of bucks as well. Pretty good playable card if you were playing Snow. Everdream, Etchings of the Chosen, Sling Gang Lieutenant, good uncommon as well. Cool. All right, nice. This one of these things I liked about this is almost like there's no collector boxes at this time. There's no set boxes, so it's just one box. It's a draft box, but they didn't treat it like a Masters product. You get a full complement of 36 packs in these Modern Horizons 1 boxes, which I think is really cool. All right, Snow-Covered Swamp. Not foil though. Foil uncommon. Ooh, Birthing Bows. Nice, actually. And I will say again, no collector boxes, no set boxes. So the foils actually do carry a nice premium. Some of the foil uncommons are like $7-8. I'm not sure if this is one of them offhand, but we have a mythic here. What is that? Mox Tantalite. First mythic of the box. It is a Mox Tantalite. It has not been reprinted, I'll say that, but it's also not seeing like a ton of play. So this is a $6 card. I remember when this card was first previewed, it said Mox in it, so people were immediately in on it. And then, realized like 3 suspend is not super fast, so it doesn't really see a lot of play. Thundering Djinn, another Talisman. Urza's Rage, pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, in that first box I opened up pack 1, foil Renin 6. I also pulled like a Force of Negation and a lot of the other like sizable hits, at least at the time. So I was like, I don't know that I'm ever going to do better than that box. And so that was probably, I'm going to say that was like a year ago. And I just, this is the first time I've gone back since. Finally piqued my curiosity. And I was like, I can't just never open another box of this, right? I know it won't live up to the first box, but Winds of Abandon. I think Winds of Abandon is like a $4 or $5 card. So it's not bad. It's not a bad card. Generous Gift, actually a pretty playable uncommon. I'll throw those up there. I should put the uncommons in. There are some notable uncommons in here as far as at least its playability is concerned. Wall of Blossoms, Birthing Bows again. So maybe I'll make an uncommons pile for some of the cool stuff that comes out of here. Good sliver presence in this, which we might be seeing a revisiting of slivers as we get to Commander Masters later this year. And for the things that haven't been reprinted, Elephant Token, Elefante, Foil Elephant Token, like Sword of Truth and Justice, they are still carrying a really, really nice value. All right, Snow-Covered Island, sure. Rare is a Ayula's Influence. Kind of a cool rare, but I don't think it sees a lot of play unless you're building a Bears deck. Feaster of Fools, Twisted Reflection, Glacial Revelation, and some other good stuff. This is also a really fun product to draft. I didn't open a ton of it when it first came out, and it was obviously for me pre-channel, so I did not have it a channel or anything like that. But I did draft it a fair amount and found it to be a really fun draft experience as well. They did a pretty good job of building a format that I think had a good power level to it, but it wasn't unbalanced either. Oh, kind of buried the lead there. It is a rare. It is a Cordial Vampire. I think Cordial Vampire is probably like $2 to $3. I'm not sure if it's quite hitting that $3 threshold that I like to kind of keep track of, but I'm still going to throw it up top. I know that when Crimson Vow came out and Vamps were all the rage again, Throat Seeker, pretty good uncommon, that thing got up to like $6 or $7 for a minute, but obviously that quickly died down as the enthusiasm for that scent went away. Even with the reprint, I think Wrenn and 6 is still currently the most valuable card. It's probably about $40 to $50. It's probably about $45 to $50 for the non-foil version. I think the foil version is still about $130 or so. Urza, wouldn't mind seeing Urza as well. So there is some fun stuff to look for. Archmage's Charm. Man, there's a time when this would have been a really, really, really good rare hit. It's still a pretty good rare hit, but I think for all of its glory, I think this is down to about $6, whereas there was a point in time where, because it was a heavily played card in the meta, was like a $22, $23 card. Then it saw kind of like a limited reprint, and then I think it kind of lost steam as far as the playability is concerned. But still a pretty good card. Yeah, this brings back some memories. Again, I was doing that Patreon opening last month, and we were doing a box break of it, and just opening the box again, kind of was like, man, it's been so long since I revisited this set. I would love to open some of this again, so I couldn't resist, and I went out and got another box. This one for me. All right, Echo of Eons, the art card. I don't know why I keep stopping on the land. Sorry about that. Rare, hey, Fiery Islet, neat. Good land cycle in this set as well. Pretty good land cycle as far as like playability is concerned. It's the Canopy lands. Fiery Islet's probably one of the more expensive ones. I think the Sunbaked Canyon, the red-white one, is the most expensive because that sees a lot of play in like Boros Burn. But Fiery Islet is also a really good one. I'm going to say this is about $10 or $11. Can't wait till we actually complete that land cycle as well. Regrowth, cool. Worm, Mob, Astrolabe. All right. Unearth, really good common. I think when these boxes were like 300 plus, it was pretty hard to. I know that was, again, the reason that was the case is because the singles were a lot higher in value, but it was also a lot harder to palette. Foil common is a Soul Strike Technique, but at $250, ew, Altar of Dimension, nice. Also like a probably like a $6 rare as well. Not bad. We haven't hit anything mega, but you know what? $6 Charm, $11 Islet, probably $6 Tantalite. Not the worst thing in the world. And also, you know, again, at $250, when you think about this relative, Undead Augur, nice. Battle Screech, actually pretty good as well. Weather the Storm, sweet. Ooh, Ephemerate back there as well. You know, when you think about $250 relative to others, I mean, that's almost like a standard collector box price now, right? Like for when a standard set collector box comes out now, March of the Machine, Brothers War, Phyrexia All Be One, they're coming out at about $220 to $230. So essentially, it's $20 more than what a collector box for a new set runs. And I think that this carries roughly, I mean, I actually think that you're probably carrying better value than most collector boxes. Sisei, the Weatherlight Captain, as our rare for this pack. Smiting Helix, Ice Hide, Ingenious Infiltrator, Man of War, nice. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. All right, we already know these columns are uneven, but we are entering the last pack of our first column here. And overall, I think we're doing okay. I don't think we're crushing it, but I don't think we're getting crushed. Wouldn't mind. I will take, by the way, I will take all the Canopy lands I can. I own hardly any of them. Dead of Winter. Again, another snow-centric, there was a snow theme in this as well, so pretty good if you like snow. First Slivers Chosen. Tranquil Thicket. Wing Shards. Elvish Fury, nice. All right, pretty good column one. We do, I think what is typical of these boxes is about 4 mythics on average. So, you know, you could probably be plus or minus 1 there. So you might have a 3 mythic box, or you could have a 5 mythic box. I don't think I've seen above that, but I could be wrong. Doesn't mean they don't exist, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Aria of Flame, kind of a womp rare. That's okay. Farmstead Gleaner, Forgotten Cave, or Scale Guardian, sure. It's funny because all the good stuff is, you know, up at the top. So the rest of the stuff is people are like, just get to the rare already. But I want to acknowledge that there's actually some really good playable commons and uncommons in this set as well. All right. Where's our next mythic? Show me a mythic. It's a rare. It is Future Sight. That is definitely a womp mythic. No more reprints of this. We're good on the Future Sight, please. Scale Up, actually pretty good. Rebuild, King of the Pride. I like King of the Pride because, you know, cats. Hence the channel, right? Right. Cool. Ninjas, Lava Darts, pretty good. All right. Next pack up. Would not mind pulling a Force of Vigor. I actually own, honestly, I don't think I own any copies currently. I pulled a few, but I don't ever seem to hang on to them. And now I'm like, I should probably actually get some of those. Hogak, He Who Shall Not Be Named, the Arisen Necropolis. If you're not familiar with the story of this card, indulge me very quickly. This set came out, and this card absolutely dominated the modern format. I think the percentage of play on it was something like 65% at competitive events because it was so busted. They tried to get around it. Carrion Feeder, Crypt Rat's actually pretty good. Good Fortune Unicorn. They tried to ban some cards around it to make the deck less powerful, and eventually figured out that they just had to get rid of Hogak. The card was so busted that decks that were not playing any black in them were still main decking Leyline of the Void just to graveyard hate, just to try to slow Hogak down. That's incredible. When you have Leyline of the Void that were up to $60 a copy and being main decked in decks that can't otherwise cast the spell just to try and open your hand with one in your hand. Prismatic Vista, nice. There you go. This is a really good rare. I think Vista's still like a $25 card, so this is probably our best hit thus far, and I will absolutely take it. So nice, good old Prismatic Vista. Happy to get those. Shattered Assumption, Watcher of Tomorrow, Webweaver Changeling. Yeah, wild times. This set comes out. It obviously infuses a bunch of cards into the modern meta, as was intended to be the case. But Hogak is so incredibly busted that it's seeing like percentage of play like in the, again, don't quote me on this number. I want to say like upwards of 68%. People are main decking the Leyline of the Void. It's a $60 card just to try and slow Hogak down, and it still isn't working. That's how busted that card was. Force of Virtue. So we did get our second Force of the box, and so far we are 0 for 2 on the good Forces. We want to see the green one or the blue one, please. It's a fine card. I still think it's actually kind of cool, but it is not carrying value for us. Wall of Blossoms, Tempered Sliver. Yeah, Hogak was a wild time. It was, are you playing Hogak, or what are you playing to compete against Hogak? Or basically completely try to hate out Hogak. I sometimes wonder, though, like if they're ever going to go back, and now that we have like Modern Horizons 2 and the meta has evolved and we have things like Solitude, whether that changes things. Ooh, second filter land, or excuse me, Canopy land is Silent Clearing. Again, probably not one of the more valuable ones, probably I'm going to say like $5 or $6, but I'm okay with this. I have not enough of the Canopy lands. One of the reasons why I thought it was kind of cool to open this, because I was happy with pulling 2, 3, or even 4 Canopy lands. I'm fine with all of that. Lava Belly Sliver. Zalferlin Decoy, Undead Augur, Astrolabe, cool, Goat Nap, meh, not bad. All right, I didn't just do that. I definitely didn't just do that. I don't make goat sounds. All right, where's our next mythic? We're probably about halfway through the box at this point. We are still at one mythic. It's an okay mythic, but it's only one mythic, and I need a second mythic. We have a Fountain of Ichor as a foil common. Again, foil's pretty uncommon. It is a second mythic. It is, oh, Yawgmoth, nice, very good. So even after the reprint, I think Yawgmoth is still, you know, it's way down. The foil version would have been incredible, but I still think this is like probably like a $18 card or so. So pretty good. I will definitely take Yogg Daddy. We like Snoop Yogg. All right, here we go. That's good mythic for us. Shattered Assumptions, Abominable Treefolk, Ingenious Infiltrator. Cool. Second mythic, not a bad one. And I know it's way down because of the reprint, but Yawgmoth still sees plenty of play. There's nothing wrong with that. And we do have a couple of Canopy lands, Horizon lands. And with Prismatic Vista. Ooh, foil rare. What is this? Force of Despair. There's a little, it's not bad. Okay. Force of Despair. Man, if this was like a Force of Negation or a Force of Vigor, this would have been sweet. Not quite the force we were looking for, but it's probably, again, it is a foil rare. I think the regular version is like just about $3, so I'm going to say the foil version, I would say basically double it. I'm going to say $6. I could be wrong about that. Double rare, Scrapyard Recombiner as our regular pack rare. And a Face of Divinity. After that, Lesser Manticore, some other cool stuff. Actually, Changeling Outcast is pretty good. It's usually about one foil rare per box. There can be two, but again, they do hold a little bit of a premium because they're tougher to come by. They were very, very traditional in the sense of, you know, hey, there's a limited number of foils per box. Foils are pretty special. There are no collector boxes. All right, here we go. Rare is a... Okay, well, we've got 3 forces, and none of them are the green or the blue one. I will say this. That doesn't mean that we're out of luck yet. I have hit for the cycle. I have gone 5 for 5 in forces. So we started out on the wrong end of this, and now we need to hit the other 2 to complete the cycle. Whereas if you'd started with the green and the blue one, the Force of Negation and the Force of Vigor, we'd be fine stopping there. And now I'm pushing. Now I'm trying to hit for the cycle here. All right. Come on. Rare is a Collector Oof. Cool. Probably like a $3 card, but actually still a playable card. 2 for 2/2. Activated abilities of artifacts can't be played or activated. Pretty good card. Throw that up top there. Again, I think it's probably like $3 or $4. Llanowar Tribe, also pretty good. Another sliver. Okay. All right. What are the rares? There's a few other rares. You know, I already mentioned the 2 forces. Those are obviously at the top of the list. Hall of Heliod's Generosity, I think, is probably like a $12 or $13 rare land. Wouldn't mind seeing that. Rare is a Collected Conjuring, not a particularly valuable rare. Another Talisman, Goblin Matron, Firebolt. Pretty good uncommons there. Honestly, I should be putting the talismans aside because I have plenty of decks, and I'm going to. I'll do it later. Because I have plenty of decks that those go in. Okay. Last pack of the second column. But again, acknowledging my columns are uneven amounts of packs because they came out of the box all wonky. All right, here we go. Quakefoot Cyclops is a foil common. Rare is a Eldomri's Call. Cool. Actually, probably like a $10 card. So this is a pretty strong rare for us. And I will throw that up top as well. Again, I think that's going to be one of our stronger rare hits. That's a $10 card. We'll take that. And I definitely have decks that are playable. Dismantling Blow, Rioter, Baron Moore, and some other fun stuff behind that. Cool. Yeah, Eldomri's Call. Pretty good strong rare. All right, we should be live for 2 more mythics. We did hit a foil rare already. It was an okay one. It was a force, just not the force we're looking for. Rare is a Giver of Runes. Nice. This is a card that has creeped up quite a bit. I think Giver of Runes is up to like a $12 card now. So that is a really solid card as well. This one, the Skrill, the Defector Mite came through, and then this card, both saw some increased popularity as a result of that. So that's not bad. All right, Pillage, oldie but a goodie, Vesper Lark, Alpine Guide, Putrid Goblin. Putrid Goblin's really good. It's a really good common. Cool. All right. Not bad. Steady dose of $10, $11 cards. I can deal with that. Still waiting for... I would say, Yawgmoth pre-reprint would have been actually... That would have been a really... What was Yawgmoth before the DMR reprint? Like a $40 card? So, I know it's down, but... Ooh, we have a mythic. What's this? Ranger Captain. Nice! There we go. This is actually a really strong mythic. And actually is, I think, one of the most valuable cards in the set still. Had like a half a reprint in Modern Horizons 2 in the collector boxes. But no reprint otherwise to this point. I think this is like a $30 card. So Ranger Captain Nibios is a really strong mythic. I will absolutely take that. Very cool. Saddle Rhymestag. Another Talisman. Nice. Factor Fiction. Pretty good. All right. That is going to help quite a bit. That is a really good... honestly, I know the Tanalite was a little bit of a swing and miss, but Yawgmoth and Ranger Captain, that's a really good combination of mythics so far. If we can hit any juice out of that fourth mythic spot and not have it be a whiff, this box is going to end up being pretty strong. All right, Snow-Covered Forest. Sure, rare is a Plane-Bound Accomplice. Man, this spiked for a second. There was a Planeswalker that came out with... And it caused a spike, and I can't remember what it was, but it got up to like $6 at one point. Now I think it's back down to like 50 cents. Because that's what we do. That's what happens. We get really, really hung up on something for a minute, and then we move on to the next thing a couple months later. All right. Couple of Canopy Lands or Horizon Lands. What do you guys call them? Canopy Lands or Horizon Lands? I always called them Canopy Lands first, but I guess Horizon Lands is also applicable. Prismatic Vista, again, I still think is like a $25-ish card. Got ourselves a Archmage's Charm. We've got ourselves a Altar of Dementia and some other good rares at that. Foil common is Mana War. Nice. Throwback foil common. Rare after that is Lightning Skelemental. This card is not a valuable card, but I secretly love this card. I also love me traditional Ball Lightning, but 3 for a 6/1 trample haste, and when it deals damage to combat damage to a player, that player discards 2 cards. Pretty good. Pretty good. I think it's only $1 or $2, but I still am going to throw it up there because I think it's a great card. All right, another Talisman. Never sad about those. Ravenous Giant. Sinkhole. Great. Cool. Defile. Actually a really good common. Okay. All right. Not bad. Few packs left, and then we'll finish this bad boy up here. I'll be interested to see, again, at current box price, how we end up doing. For those of you who are not familiar, on box openings, I do sort of do like a, what do we have here? Rare. Bizarre Trade Mage. Okay, womp womp. I do a little bit of a price summary at the end. Ooh, generous. Second generous gift. Pretty good. I typically look at $3 plus cards because if I'm being honest, if it's under $3, I probably can't be bothered to sell it at that point in time. So I look at $3 plus. I look at all the mythics. I look at all the $3 plus rares and mythics, and then I add those up. And then I kind of figure if I can get to 80% of the box cost in just the $3 plus, all the mythics plus the $3 plus rares, that the other $1 to $2 cards and the uncommons along the way, Plague Engineer, nice, are probably going to make up the remaining 20% of the box. It's a loose, it's a loose calculation, but that's kind of how I base things. So we'll include all the prices for those cards at the end, and we'll see how I did. Right now, I think we're doing okay. It's going to be close. We'll probably need another hit or two. Like, I think we're doing okay, but I think we need a couple of hits to get us there. Again, we should still be live for another mythic, and that's going to be an important pull for this box. Here we go. Snow-Covered Island. Rare is a Crashing Footfalls. Really strong card, a centerpiece of a deck, the Crashing Footfalls deck in Modern, but doesn't see, of course, any play outside of that, so it's not a valuable card, but it is a played card, so I'm still going to throw it up top. Munitions Expert, nice. Sadistic Obsession, Throat Seeker, sure. Good cards. Okay. I think Footfalls, what's funny is I think Crashing Footfalls is only maybe like $1 or $2, but again, part of basically the centerpiece of a Cascade deck. All right. Still haven't had a foil land also, like a foil snow-covered land. Rare is a Goblin Engineer. Nice. Engineer is ticked up as well. I think this is probably like a $5 card for the base copy, but it does see some play. It's a good solid card. Again, I think it's about $5, so not unhappy with that. Talisman of Resilience, Rot Widow pack, Urza's Rage again, and some sweet, sweet commons after that. Okay, looks like we have about 4 packs left. And while I did say we need another hit or two, I wasn't necessarily saying like a Goblin Engineer. Hopefully we're live for at least one more Mythic. Although that time frame is now, that window is closing. Here we go. Morphon. I wouldn't mind seeing that. Rare is a Genesis. That is not the business. Secluded Step, Nantuko Cultivator, Wing Shards again, and some other fun stuff behind that. Although those unearths, really good comments. All right, 3 packs left. Any other juice left in this box? I think we're doing okay, but I don't think we're crushing it. All right, Spirit Token, sure. Prismatic Vista. All right, Snow-Covered Swamp. Foil Uncommon, Abominable Tree Folk, pretty good. Again, you probably only get a couple foil uncommons per box, so not bad. Rare is a, hey, nice, Nurturing Peatland. Again, Canopy lands, Horizon lands, call them what you will. I will never turn these away. I think this is probably like a $7 or $8 card as well, and it is also our 3rd land of that land cycle for this box. I am very, very okay with that. Soul Herder, pretty good uncommon. Exclude, Worm, Gilded Light, etc. If the Soul Herder, I think the uncommon, or excuse me, the uncommon, I think the foil version of Soul Herder is like probably like $8 to $10. All right, 2 packs left, and the Peatland does help. And again, one of the reasons I talked myself into opening this box is because I wanted those Canopy lands, so definitely okay with those. All right, Snow-Covered Island. Ooh, we have a 4th Mythic. Sword of Truth and Justice. Let's go. Let's go. There we go. There we go. Very, very nice. That is a bona fide mega hit for this box at this point. These, I think, have crept up to like $40. That is fan-freaking-tastic. Nice. Sword of Truth and Justice. That's huge. For our 4 Mythics to be Truth and Justice, Ranger Captain, and Yawgmoth, and even the Tantalite is not probably the worst of the bunch. That is a really, really solid array of Mythics, and that is going to definitely carry this box. I think this just put this box over the top as far as now being a at least above average box. That is fantastic. Huge hit. Sword of Truth and Justice. I actually don't own any of those as well. Graveshifter, nice foil, uncommon. Yeah, that definitely puts this box over the top. Very, very nice. That's monstrous. What a great hit. All right. Positive decision affirmed. Last pack of the box. Any other juice left? Let's find out. Did not get another foil. Did not get a foil land. They used to be like 1 per box on average, and I have not seen one in a while. Astral Drift. Probably not value. That's okay. First Sliver is chosen. Hollowhead Sliver. Orneophage. Sure. La 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 la. Okay. Well, I think this box is going to end up being pretty good. The foil rare is not awful, but it's not a mega hit. Force of Despair, foil. The Mythics is where we made up the most ground. I'm going to say this is about 40, 30, so there's $70 right there. Let's just say 15, so $85, $91. So that's a pretty good amount of the box right there. Got 3 of the Canopy lands, plus a Prismatic Vista, and a bunch of like $5, $6, $7, $10 rares in there. Again, I think this is I also, FYI, bought a couple of these just to sit on long term because I think at $250, this product is going to probably age pretty well. I think Force of Negation is just going to be a staple. So the very first printing of it is going to age well. I think things like Prismatic Vista, even Ren and 6, I think are just going to continue to age well. So anyways, that's enough of my rambling. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you did, do me a favor. If you're not subscribed already, hit the subscribe button for me. Hit the like button for me. And of course, by all means, drop me some comments. I always appreciate the interaction. Thank you so much, everybody, and be well.